form. Shoaib Malik got 50 in the previous match. Yunus Khan coming back in the side after missing a couple of matches. Misbah ul Haq there, Shahid Afridi. I mean, they did not leave anybody out.
No wonder they've been unbeaten so far. But looking at the South African champions playing 11, obviously complaining of a few injuries there. Got a couple of youngsters in, drafted in last moment, Cheryl Irvie and Jack Snyman. That should help their cause. The South African champions. Just a quick reminder, South African champions won the toss, selected to bowl first. Stain gun, all set to fire. He's got the new ball there. Look at those numbers. This is just T20 cricket we're talking about for Dale Steyn. 263 wickets. And yeah, on the other side, you got the two openers from Pakistan, Sharjeel Khan, Kamran Akmal, both of them in really good form here. A lot of experience between these two as well in terms of T20 cricket. We're talking about their partnership against India was phenomenal. Sharjeel Khan as well, good strike rate, a lot of experience in T20 cricket.
5 centuries, Sharjeel Khan in T20 cricket. A very attacking batsman. Normally you'll think the way he plays, he takes a lot of risks. But once he gets going, he doesn't stop. He plays aggressively throughout his inning, and can really damage up front to any side in the world. Kamran Akmal will be facing.
The usual shape away from the right-hander, but in this case he finds the gap and finds the boundary. Very first delivery. Kamran Akmal on his way.
A little bit of swing for Dale Steyn, which was expected in these conditions. A very overcast condition. A gentle pace, just a little loosener. Yeah, the ball was gone before the fielder dived. So injuries hasn't really helped the South Africans, legends.
A few more runs here. Philander giving it a chase. A couple of runs.
Once again, a decent start. First couple of deliveries. First gone for 4 and then 2. They're going to look to run hard between the wickets. Also, these two very much still playing cricket, sort of active cricket in Pakistan and the PSLs and different leagues around the world. Yep, that's the way it is. That's old Dale Steyn. Maybe a little bit low on pace, but that's the delivery we have seen so many times.
And dreaded over the years as a batter. Immaculate line and length and that shape away from the right-hander. Yes, you can afford to smile. I tell you what, not a lot of batters would be smiling looking at that.
Just keep it there, Dale. Like that. You beauty. That's a real treat.
And like you're saying, listen, you got these two batters who are still playing competitive cricket. Kamran Akmal and Sharjeel and Dale Steyn. And look, and he still got the goods.
He wasn't bad, was it, Alan Donald?
Yeah.
Look at the smile.
Yeah, a couple of legendary bowlers. Makhaya Nithini, Alan Donald. Oh, beats the outside edge again.
It was a loosener, the first delivery, I can tell you. And he saw that ball swinging from the word go and then thought, okay, I'm going to pull my length back. Yeah, this smile tells a big story. Got to slip in and he's on the attack. It means business. He's looking for a wicket. And I think that's the only way to stop these Pakistanis.
A good start from Dale Steyn. 6 without loss after the first over.
Select stump.
Pakistan and Australia have already qualified. We're still looking for two more teams. West Indies have made their case a really strong one after winning the game previous to this. They're on 4. India is on 4 as well. South Africa can still make it. Unfortunately, England is out of that race. Vernon Philander. But does he still have that in him to move the ball around? We've seen that over the years from Vernon Philander. Never the quickest, but always got the ball to move around.
Yeah, he had a tough tournament. First couple of games didn't go that well, but the previous game he played, he did swing the ball. He landed where he wanted. I guess when you haven't played any cricket for a long time, you need a few more overs in before you get the length right. Not on that occasion. That was full, too full. Sharjeel was looking for that length.
Yeah, a bit of a floater, that one, looking up for that lateral movement in the air. But Sharjeel, he was in good position to hit it over the top. I mean, that's something that goes against swing bowlers, isn't it? You want to pitch it up, you want that ball to move around, especially with the new ball. But that also, with this ground dimension, with shorter straight boundaries, makes it easier for the batter to go over the top.
And Philander was never a swing bowler. He was more of a seam bowler. He'll bowl around that region where he trouble you. See, you don't really see much swing in the air. It's more off the surface. And for that, you have to be online most of the time, especially when you have lost a bit of pace and you haven't played any cricket. You need to be right on that fourth stump and a good length, and you can't go too full. And
oh, nicely bowled again. Change in length, pulls it back a little bit and caused a lot of trouble. Has done that over the years and he's doing it again here.
yeah, that's perfect. That's the length you want to bowl on this surface. Yesterday, little fuller because the pitch was a lot fresher. Today, if you pull your length, you still get something out of the surface. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think it's a bad way to go because Sharjeel is searching for something outside the off stump. So don't give him room to free his arms. Yeah, that's perfect. Because that's where, yes, he can hit you for 6 from that length because he plays that pickup shot. But he has lost his wicket from that region many a time.
Well, you can see why. At times he's over side on, not in his stance, but after that initial movement. 2 done, 10 without loss. Babar Azam. Oh, that's nice. Good to see the young man with Babar's. But it's good to see the young guys coming in, watching some really good cricketers here. Some names which he may have only heard of, but really hasn't seen playing. Get an opportunity for these young kids to have a look at all these great names from the past. Good feeling from Simon.
Yeah, good fielding. I think he's done a good job there in the deep. Good fielding will be required. We haven't seen the best of the fielding from South Africans in this tournament. Few new young faces, so we might see a little bit of better fielding.
They've always been very athletic over the years, the South Africans. Another late entrant into this side, Irvi and Snyman. But few of them have let go after retirement, it seems.
Most of us have done that, but some are really fit. I mean, take Misbah-ul Haq, Yunus Khan. They're still pretty fit, although they don't play any competitive cricket. Ah, lovely delivery. I was talking to Dale Steyn the other day at the reception at the hotel where we were staying, and I asked him how you feeling. And normally, I mean, he hasn't played cricket for 2 years, and before that he was playing in the IPLs and the PSLs and different leagues, and he was running in really hard. And it's only been 2 years, and I asked him how's the body holding, and he said it's really sore. It's really sore, and it's only been 2 years. And somebody was asking me, why aren't you playing? I've left cricket, what, more than 20 years now. Come on, you want to kill me?
I tell you what, match fitness and especially bowling fitness is a different ball game, isn't it? You might look as fit as you can, but going out there and bowling, and that too quick, not the easiest job for the fittest of people. But Dale, I mean, he does a lot of outdoor stuff as well. Goes out trekking and fishing and all of that. Very out.
A little bit different to bowling, I think.
You still put the bait out there for the batters, which you would do. Oh, nicely bowled again. The pickup shot that you were talking about, attempted but failed this time.
Seriously, I was waiting for Dale Steyn to bowl on this surface because there is a little bit of help there, and some of the bowlers bowl well on this pitch, but some have struggled. And I was just waiting that how he's going to react. And so far, apart from the first delivery, he's been right there and about. Mackenzie, look at Mackenzie. Oh dear, we have seen everything in this tournament.
Another brilliant delivery. Just 3 runs from it. 3 overs done, 13 without loss.
Middle stump, please. Shaji, middle stump, देखिए.
Yeah, a couple of changes for the South Africans here. Quite a few were injured. It's making way for a few youngsters. Sarel Lervy and Snyman. Oh, it's very high up in the bat. Oh, trickles over the boundary. Didn't really time it. Something had to give.
I don't think Philander should mind that, because Kamran Nakmal's heart was in the mouth. He didn't get the middle of the bat, but lucky that he landed on that advertising mat, because once it hits that, it skids. Captain Pakistan is in the house.
Gotta watch out for him. Does he have a shield as well?
He's also got to watch out.
Leading edge, an opportunity, and grabs. Easily taken, and Philander gets his man.
Soft dismissal. You cannot close the face of the bat to Philander. He's not a swinger, but he can seam the ball, and that ball just seamed away from him, got a little big on him, and an easy catch at short mid-wicket. Comfortable catch. So that's the first play. Kamran Nakmal, who's in great form, gone for 13, is 17 for 1 now.
Shoaib Maqsood is the new batter. Almost 4,000 runs in his T20 career. A healthy striker of 131. Interesting helmet though, but the reason why he's out there is this leading edge from Kamran Akmal. Yeah, you can't afford to with this new ball. It's still doing a bit. It's not a percentage shot. Try and play as straight as possible. Oh, look at that carry. That just went through to the keeper.
This is what wicket does to you as a bowler. It gives you that extra kick, extra energy. Look at how it carried. That's the Philender. Remember those days when you just around that fourth stump, fifth stump, and he'll just keep moving the ball from there. I think with right hand, left hander, he's struggling a bit now because he hasn't played much cricket. But back in the days, right or left, he was just too good.
He never looked the quickest, and he wasn't, but he always bowled that heavy ball. And when I say heavy ball as a batter, it comes and hits the bat a lot harder than you would be expecting.
Yeah, he was quick off the surface. He was one of those bowlers who will bowl 130, the max, I would say. Sometimes you'll see him bowl 124, 126. But yeah, you're right. His ball used to sort of float after hitting the deck, like that. That's exactly what happened. He didn't swing. That's why Shoaib Maqsood swung his bat, and he's been in such a good form. He shouldn't be missing this ball. But watch that ball deviate after pitching on the surface.
Interesting helmet, that one. Never seen anything like that before. But we'll talk about that zip off the surface and why that happens. Because you don't get a lot of bowlers doing that. White given, and rightly so. You see some of these bowlers, got to do with release, I believe, right? We keep talking about that backswing and a good release when you put your wrist behind the ball. I guess that's the reason. We'll get your thoughts in the next over about that. Because we keep talking about, you know, certain bowlers, they bowl a heavy ball. You know, when it just comes and hits the bat a lot harder. And at times it hurries you when you look at that speed gun. It's only late 20s or early 30s. But they're actually a lot quicker than that. 18 for 1 after 4. Most runs so far, and now WCL 2024. Yan Bell, another superb innings a while ago. He's top of the tree, 230. Shoaib Maqsood's there, number 4, 158. Well joined 3. Chatwin Walton also played a superb innings, a match-winning innings. Got Shoaib Malik there as well. He's been there forever, Shoaib Malik. Oh! Charles Langeweld in place of Dale Steyn. He was a white ball specialist, I still remember. Charles Langeweld, beautiful white ball bowler. Used to bowl in the power play, but predominantly in the death overs. Look at the economy of 7.62. I tell you what, most of those overs were in the death. That's a pickup shot. Ease my trip maximum.
Margin of error becomes really, really small, especially to Shurjeel Khan when you're looking to bowl from his legs. He plays that shot so well. So if you bowl a little short, he'll pick you like that. He had the time to swing his bat. Earlier we saw he missed couple just purely because the pitch ball was little fuller. Maybe a difference of maybe half a yard.
Yeah, the half a yard is a lot if you're not bowling quick enough. Now this time, on the leg side, a little bit fuller, easy picking for Sharjeel.
This is half a yard fuller. That's the difference. So I know there is plenty in this pitch for the pacers, but when there is more in the pitch for the pacers, you got to be more careful. You got to be really precise, because the batters are looking for poor deliveries, and that was a poor delivery.
Imran Tahir, we'll see him bowl in a while. He's been complaining of a shoulder injury, another slower delivery, something that he was really known for, Shal Langowell. Going back to that conversation about, you know, a heavy ball, a ball that skids through, what's the reason behind it?
Look, it's mainly your wrist which makes you do sort of so make the ball move around a lot. I mean, Dale Steyn comes down so nicely, and he makes sure that the seam comes in an angle where you see that big outswingers. Oh, that sound, beauty. Again, too short. So some bowlers like Glenn McGrath, for example, he was another one who will kiss the surface and he just comes off the surface very quickly. This one came off the bat very quickly. But some bowlers like Alan Donald was a hit the wicket bowler. Jack Ellis was you hit the deck hard and the ball comes heavy. That's what we call a heavy ball, because it bounces more and comes very quickly. But these guys, they kisses the surface and let the seam do the job for them. There's a very little difference, but it works for both. 38 for 1.
Prepare for a taste adventure. Jollibee's juiciest, crunchiest chicken sandwich.
Change your bowling, right arm over.
38 for 1 after 5 gone. Raining sixes, that's Ease My Trip 6 and number 200 in the tournament and counting. It's one of those surfaces where the batsmen get in, they'll enjoy that sort of bounce, especially when the ball gets slightly old. And you'll see plenty of shots like that through the line as I welcome Niall O'Brien.
Rory Kleinfeld into the attack. The bowling coach for Northants greeted with a boundary first up. Quiet start here for Pakistan from the usual energetic standards they've set in the tournament so far, but just sizing up conditions. You feel already qualified, but still want to keep that momentum going. You want to keep the initiative, keep winning.
Walks towards the offside, was looking to go over the fielder at short fine leg. Last over of the power play was looking to capitalize, and you see those sort of shots for one because the bowler's not giving you anything.
Yeah, a little bit of invention from Maqsood and Sharjeel, who's had a lovely tournament so far. He played so well against India. Sharjeel Khan smashed India all over Edgbaston himself, and Cameron Akmal. It was beautiful to see. Change of angle now to Sharjeel from Rory Kleinfeld around the wicket.
That's 4. It's just that angle that was getting the ball much closer to Sharjeel, and just the open face of the bat gets him the boundary.
Well, it's a decent ball on a good line and a good length. With lovely hands from Sharjeel. He knows exactly where the field is, just lets the ball roll off the blade. There was no slip in play. There is a slip in play now. Rory Kindle, who played 3 seasons as the Northants overseas pro.
It's just that bounce and pace, the skiddiness of the surface as well. Sharjeel was beaten with that sort of pace and bounce, but will take the boundary.
Take it all day long. Sharjeel, who has that low grip of the bat, so can manipulate the blade quite nicely. When you generally hold the bat very low, you can really work the bat to where you want the ball to end up. Just have a look at that grip, quite low. You see Owen Morgan for a long time had a very low grip, really choking the bat of the bottom hand, so making sure the bottom hand does a lot of work. You think of Owen Morgan with those sweeps and reverse sweeps, bottom hand doing a lot of work.
Finds the gap between the keeper and the slip. 55 for 1, and that's the end of the power play.
Well, an outside edge, and Richard Levy's like a leaping salmon behind the pegs. First slip is in a fairly orthodox position. When things are going your way, Sharjeel, you find the gap. Good jump from Levy. Couldn't do much about it, I'm afraid. Everything going the way of Pakistan right now here at Northampton.
Well, that's the end of the power play. 55 with the 1 wicket that the Pakistan champions have lost. Not quite where he intended it to be. It just got really close and big on him. That's why the outside edge.
Yeah, Dane Villas kept wicket in the first couple of games for South Africa, but they need him in the field for his sprightly footwork, whether it be in the deep or in the ring. So he's patrolling the boundary now. So Levy, who kept wicket the last game, has been once again given the duties behind the stumps, and just out of his reach that time. The former Northants and South Africa, Somerset, Mumbai Indians batter, Western Province, Imran Tahir, leg spinner, current captain of the Guyana Amazon Warriors and the CPL champions. He's been battered all over Edgbaston. Will he fare any better here in Northampton?
Well, he's got to try and find the length straight away, because unfortunately at Edgbaston he was short, plenty of deliveries in the slot as well, and he's gone for plenty.
Well, I spoke to him before the toss and he was still chuntering about Chris Gale's LBW that was given not out in Birmingham. I said, Imran, you've got 1,500 wickets in your career, let it go.
Finds the length, the big appeal pleading Imran Tahir. It was the googly. He found the length and the line as well. Dan Villas also appealing and going towards the umpire.
Bat hitting's pad, I think. Yeah, I think bat just hitting the front pad. Good catch from Richard Levy. Slightly unorthodox technique, but did the job.
Richard Levy there with that appeal, just both hands up. Just felt that he also signaled to the umpire. Have a look at that. I think you're spot on, Nobby. The bat hitting the inside edge, and he's saying he missed the ball by that much.
No, I heard Richard Levy in his thumbback said, I was just happy I caught it.
Oh, Larry! Good ball. Keep on, Malaysia.
Well, it's the conversation. Let's try and pick that up.
No, bat hit on the pad. He's missed about that much. Oh, he catch it!
Catch it is the call, but it's also in the gap as well. Chipped it into the gap. So he's being honest. Richard Levy saying he missed it by that much. What are you appealing for?
Well, that's what you should do as a keeper. You should only appeal when it's out. Make the umpire's job easy. Only appeal when he's actually nicked it.
The googly. At least for Imran Tahir, this has been a good over. Found some rhythm, giving 5 from that over. 60 for 1. Sharjeel Maqsood, this partnership. Now 43 from just 23. Wasn't a half volley by any measure, but that's just the kind of quality and the form that Maqsood's in. Trusted the mounts and just hit through the line.
Yeah, have a look at the length. It's just back of a length, and he's hit that on top of the bounce. Probably bouncing just above bail high, so to be able to get the technique and the elevation. Wonderful execution of that punch drive.
Once he gets that boundary, it's looking to keep that scoreboard ticking. Mackay and Tini with the drinks card. That's the unfortunate part for the South African champions. They've been having plenty of injuries.
Well, I think I might have asked my son to carry the drinks and I'd carry the helmet. Come on, Micaiah. You've got to get the young lad to pull the drinks cart and let Micaiah just carry the helmet. Seniority.
That's one of those powerfully struck Ease My Trip 6 that you see from Sharjeel.
50 partnership, breaks a seat. You'll get a check for invoice for £44 for that, Sharjeel from Northants County Cricket Club. What a shot this is. Beautiful hit. Pumps it long and far and very, very beautifully hit. New chair, please.
That'll be 4 as well. Once you beat the man standing at point, it's a small outfield, but a really quick outfield.
Well, I know Ian Bell's a leading run scorer, but Shoaib Maqsood is not far behind in terms of quality of batsmanship. Scores of 21 off 11. Beautiful from Sharjeel. It's beautiful power from Sharjeel Khan, just flaying it outside the point region. Long off goes back. Ian Bell, top run scorer, played beautifully today.
Well, Maqsood as well as Sharjeel complement each other really well. Get a boundary, and then the next delivery, if it's not on the slot as well, they're able to convert that good ball at least for that one. Keep that scoreboard ticking as well. Just good signs of how early you're seeing the ball come out of the bowler's hand.
Yeah, Shoaib Maqsood, 21 from 11, 22 from 12, 51 from 26, and 64 from 44. So every game he's made a contribution.
Won't get too long on. Just a single. 17 from that over, 77 for 1. The 5 bowlers used for the South Africa champions, Dale Steyn bowled well with the new ball. quality. We saw 9 runs in his 2 overs. Philander was also exceptional. Picked up the wicket, conceded 9 runs. This goes to show, new ball in hand, playing the 3rd game, 4th game. They found the rhythm that they were looking for. That's a good sight. That's the beauty about the WCL. Fathers and kids both wearing the same jersey as well. Catch it is the call from Imran Tahir. And drop Dan Vilas. Normally see a pair of gloves in Dan Vilas's hand, but at long on, never easy for a keeper.
He is a very, very fine fielder, Nikhil. I'm very surprised this has been put down from Dane Vilas, because whether he's keeping wicket or in the outfield, he's normally very safe, and that pretty much just sums up Imran Tahir's tournament so far. Got himself in a decent position. Not sure he needed to go down on one knee as if he was proposing to the white kookaburra.
That's a single. Well, think about Imran Tahir. He's trying to find some rhythm, and a catch gets dropped.
Will you marry me? No! I'm running a mile!
Jokes. Taha.
We can clearly see the intensity from Imran Tahir today. At Birmingham, conceding runs. Good to see Shahid Afridi back in the 11. Met him a while ago before the game started.
Oh, Taha, that's full.
And he's raring to go.
Well, Imran Tahir, the personal pride kicks in. He will not have enjoyed the games in Birmingham getting hit and getting smashed for 8, 9, 10 and over. So your personal pride comes in. The games are being broadcast all around the world. Everyone's watching. You still want to put performances in.
And with that calculation also in his mind. He's looking to think what the batsman's going to do. Slips in the Yorker. The googlies coming out nicely. It's the length. Well, he wasn't finding the length in Birmingham. Pakistan champions, always looking to put pressure prior to the game as well. With the kind of form they're in, 50 Sharjeel, he's been batting really well. Of 27 deliveries. The flipper as well from Imran Tahir. 80 for 1, 9 gone.
Thank you, youth. Well, it might be medium price. It might be medium price, depending on what you use.
80 for 1, 9 gone. Yeah, Maqsood has been striking the ball pretty well as well, but it's been Sharjeel. Now he's got to his 50. Strike rate of 185, the 3 sixes, the 7 boundaries. Once you get in, you'd enjoy batting on this sort of surface, and we've seen that yesterday and even today as well.
Yeah, adds to his 72 off just 30 against India, so Sharjeel in fine form. Change of bowling, bit of off spin. Jacques Snyman.
Get it!
Catch it was the call, but probably to the spectator sitting in the stands. Another ease my trip 6.
Fired in fast and flat, and I'm afraid Maqsood is too good.
Get!
One bounce. Vernon Philander does well to get a hand to that.
Tell you what, did very well there, Nikhil, because the surface out there is a little bit greasy. We've had 2 or 3 showers today, and this ball just kicks off the surface there. Nearly gets away from Big Vern. Does really well. Keeps it to a single.
Was the angle and the inside edge on that occasion. Snyman very handy with the bat when he gets an opportunity in the next inning, and I believe he's been playing competitive cricket as well.
Yeah, he's playing up in the Lancashire League and doing very well.
It's just that angle that helped Sharjeel. And really powerfully struck by him. Another Ease My Trip six. It's raining sixes here at Northamptonshire.
Sure is. A ground that is known for producing fine white ball pitches and high scoring affairs, and this is more of the same, really. Beautiful clean hit.
Goes straight back past the bowler and into the stands again. Another Ease My Trip six.
Well, I tell you what, nearly landed in a chicken biryani in the hospitality. What a hit down the ground. Flat bat. Oh, nearly over the indoor school.
Good over, that over, the 10th over for the Pakistan champions. They also get to their 100, 20 from this over, 100 for one, and it will be time for a strategic timeout.
Just as the 100 comes up for Pakistan champions. Pakistan champions are 100 for one of 10 overs.
Ten overs done, and Pakistan have got their 100 up thanks to another half century from Sharjeel. Played beautifully after a difficult time with that new ball. Wasn't easy against the likes of Philander and Steyn. Then went after the Pakistani bowlers. Couple of lovely touches and brutal hits down the ground. 5 sixes in his innings so far with 7 fours. Strike rate of over 200. And Imran Tahir, after the drinks break, will start his 3rd over. None for 8 so far. And he's had catch put down by Dame Villas. He nearly started to appeal then because he thought that the ball had hit the pad first.
Don't worry, I won't. Don't be bad.
It was actually the bat that hit the pad. A little bit fuller. Maqsood tried to cut this away. Been decent crowds throughout this Ease My Trip World Championship of Legends. Started up in Edgbaston. Now down to the county ground in Northampton. Here to support Pakistan, of course, with their flag. Again, slider type of out the front of the hand. He's just telling you there. He's just told you exactly what it was. Maqsood, out of the front of the hand, slider. And it nearly had, well, he nearly had Maqsood. This has been a good comeback from Tahir in this over. Again, a googly. He's not giving any room to Maqsood outside off stump, and he's trying not to go too floaty, Waqar.
That's a good delivery. Very, very good googly. The good thing about that delivery was the length. This is a pitch where you keep on picking wickets. That's the only way you can survive. Otherwise, the big overs run the corner. 1 or 2 for 1.
मैं हर बॉल पे ना छक्के की ताड़ में खड़ा था इसलिए लेट जाके तो कब सुपर मारा कब
Some big overs, not just in this game. We saw it in the first game, England versus West Indies. And if you're just joining us, it is England who have exited this year's World Championship of Legends, only winning 1 game from their 5 games, so they cannot go through to the semi-finals. Pakistan qualified already, undefeated up to now. And South Africa are trying to get their first win and give themselves a slight chance, and it is a slight chance that they can get into that top 4. They'd have to obviously win and win well here against Pakistan. And then South Africa take on India tomorrow, and again would have to win to get that run rate high or higher. So a big ask for South Africa. Simple for Pakistan. Out, Nick. Langefeld back into the attack. Full. Maqsood tried to go over extra, and a simple chance.
Ball is still hooping around. This was Fuller, and after pitching he just moved away, and feet didn't go nowhere. Maqsood, who's been in great form, had to leave the crease and go back to the dressing room. 24 of 24, 1 or 2 for 2.
Was caught behind the 24 of the bowling, Joel Langeveld. And coming into bat for Pakistan champions number 10, Shahid Afridi.
Well, this is a change for Pakistan. Shahid Afridi then in at number 4. And for me, this is clear plan to just keep going. He's not come in just to have a look at it and push a few around. He's going to try and smash it out of Northampton.
Boki, he might surprise you because there's still plenty of balls to come, so he might just nudge around left, right for a couple of singles and see the pace of the pitch. Maybe not. Oh! Should have been taken. Should have been taken. The jump to catch the ball was off.
Well, he was out first ball, if you remember, against India. Right at the end that he just came in and just teed off. And he realised then this could have been another first ball. He just tried to cut it and it just flew. Maybe he was just trying to get off the mark and just timed it too well. So 1 ball and Boom Boom is 6. Not out. He just wants that door closing. You can see from the stump cam just behind the top of the bowler's head. He doesn't know, he just wanted someone moving. Yeah, I think he's just going to take pace off now, Charles Langenfeldt.
Hayes the wicket. Ball was wide. He actually wanted to scoop the ball over extra cover because the ball moved away from him and his feet was nowhere. Got the edge, a little bit extra bounce. A comfortable catch for the wicketkeeper.
This will go for 4. Wow, that's 2 nice pieces of timing from Afridi.
One must say that it's just poor bowling because Afridi, I don't know if he's a little worried that Afridi might have hit him for 6 or 4, but if you bowl him there, he will. Another excellent timing.
10 from 3 then, just pushing it around.
Pushing it around.
Oh, he's trying to get singles now. You might be right. He's coming in. Have a look. He's going to have a net.
I don't think he meant to hit that 6 on the first ball. That's what he was trying to explain it to Langenfeldt. But if you give him room, all he needs is he just want to free his arms. Free his shoulders, free his arm, and there's no real pace on those deliveries. Again wide. Oh, over the fielder. This is going to run away for 4. End of the 12. 116 for 2.
Neil Mackenzie diving effort. Whether he just gets finger ends on it, maybe. Yeah. Some big Manhattans then in this first innings of match 13, Pakistan versus South Africa. Been a couple of chances that over. Langenfeldt first ball, it went over his head maybe. This one again, finger ends by backward point. Imran Tahir then with his last over, none for 10. It's been a good spell by Tahir so far.
Very good spell, Corky. And he's getting his rhythm. He's getting a little bit of drift and spin. Good wicket keeping.
That is a big shot. That is such a big shot because it's not a big backlift. He just waits and waits. And it's his 6th. He's my trip 6.
Shajil's got big forearms and he's got a very, very strong wrist. It's just that last flick when the ball gets closer to him, and that's where the energy comes, and that's where That's why he hits it off so far.
Had a cut away. It's going to take some stopping. Yeah, brilliant. Really good. Athletic. He'll pick up 2. He's got 6 sixes at the moment, Sharjeel. The most in an innings in this tournament has been 7 by 2 people. Anjurit Singh and Dan Christian yesterday.
Lovely snidges.
He's got plenty of overs to overcome that. If he is there right at the end, he'll get triple figure. He'll get 100 for sure.
Has he got enough of it? Has he? Not this time. Dane Vilas, safe pair of hands. And Imran Tahir gets Sharjeel.
I shouldn't have said that. I jinxed him. Yeah, the ball was a little too full to play that shot. That's why he couldn't really get the elevation. Hit it flat. Vilas, who dropped the catch earlier, this one no problem, easy. Sharjeel was batted magnificently. 72 of 36 deliveries is 124 for 3 Pakistan.
Going to bat for Pakistan champions number 18, Shoaib Malik.
Two very experienced cricketers and in the middle right now, Shahid Afridi and Shoaib Malik. Tahir is coming to the end of his spell. Couple of balls, he's got 1 for 18. Could have had another couple probably. The way he's bowled, probably the best he's bowled in this competition so far.
Well, players are getting into their groove as the tournament progresses. This is a googly, nice and full, no elevation on that. Good catch at the end. Very, very good spell from Imran Tahir. 9 of this over, 1 for 19 for Imran Tahir is 125 for 3.
Thank you, Red. Oh, chips. Oh.
11 dot balls then in those 4 overs from Imran Tahir, 1 for 19. Steyn bowled well early on, and Vernon Philander got that early wicket, 1 for 9. There was a little bit of movement. We've seen that generally throughout the first couple of days here, early on with that new white Kookaburra ball. Skies are helping it as well. It's a little bit overcast. Philander back into the attack. Shoaib wanted 2. Afridi said no, nice and easy, stay at 1.
It must have been very hard for the bowlers who hasn't played cricket for a long time and then come and play back-to-back matches, and then on top of that, first spell, Koki, I feel it's okay. If you bowl 1 or 2 overs in the beginning, it's fine. In this cold weather, it's very, very hard to actually come back and bowl the second spell or the third spell. Again, a very edgy Shahid Afridi fetching another boundary.
Just a little bit of width, isn't it? And third was up, so he just thought, I'm just going to slice it away, open the bat face out. And after that, Wilander called up long off and said third can go back. You're right, yeah, it's so hard to tell people and help them understand how hard it is, the stiffness in your body when you've bowled after a spell, if you've not played for a long time, and then trying to get back up for that next day. And wow, it just takes your body, just get used to it. It's not a natural thing to do. It's not natural to bowl. The positions you get in, the amount of pressure you put through that front foot, it hurts.
Especially in the mornings. You know, you go through a game because it's nice and warm, but once you go back, and even if you take an ice bath or heat pads or whatever you call it, or whatever you like it, but the body refuses to sort of react or listen. But yeah, hats off to these guys. They still come in and play day in, day out, and producing good results. They're playing good cricket. They're getting better and better with the time. And I think moving forward next year when we have this tournament, I think they'll be a lot fitter if they want to come and play this one, because the standard of play is a lot higher what they were thinking.
Yeah, we've done a few Legends tournaments, and this to me has been the best, as in for the quality of cricket and the fitness of some of these guys. So it's good to see, because ultimately I'm very proud cricketers who've played a lot of international cricket, and they want to make sure they do okay on here. You don't want to let yourself down. If you're going to accept the invitation, give yourself the best chance to succeed. There is a little bit of rain in the air at the moment. End of the 14th over, and Pakistan are 134 for 3.
Well, that's not good scenes. The ground staff moving toward the covers. For now, the umpire decided we're going to stay on.
But the positive news, Waqar, is the fact that we have 90 minutes before we start losing any time. So that is positive news, because we want to see a conclusion to this game. So that's good news for all cricket fans and for us in here as well, that we're able to make sure that we get a conclusion to this fixture. Remember, South Africa have to win. If they lose this game, they follow England through that exit door.
A decent over from Wilander, the previous one. Can Dale Steyn follow it up with a good over here? The run rate at this stage is just over 9.5. Starting off with a slow delivery. Dot delivery, gold. In these wet conditions, the ball get greasy. You'll probably see Dale Steyn and the other bowlers will look to bowl cross seam and look to bowl more cutters rather than seam up, because on the seam it's hard to keep the fingers on it and get that backspin. But he is very confident of doing it, and that was an excellent delivery. Still a little bit of movement off the surface.
Yeah, because of that live grass, we've seen it throughout. It's obviously got a little bit less green as we saw yesterday, but grass and just a little bit still in it. It's just getting a bit harder, the rain. You can see the umbrellas are going up. It's coming onto our window here as well in the commentary box. Yeah, that's good. I saw that Malik made that initial move and just took pace off.
I was expecting Pakistan management and the coaches to rotate their batters. I mean, like Shahid Afridi has come up the order, I was expecting Amir Yamin and Abdul Razak. Just get them in there, let them just feel bat and ball. So when the big match, the semi-finals, the final comes, so you all have a good feel of the bat and ball right in the middle. Lovely delivery. He's getting back in the rhythm. Dale Steyn.
Yeah, you can just tell by the carry as well, can't you? All of a sudden now, balls are carrying. You saw Vernon Philander get a few just as he did in his career, just to skip off the seam. Bowled. Pace off to Afridi, a little bit of a bottom edge. And Steyn has a wicket.
Yeah, across the line. That's the shot he really likes to play, loves to play. He had lots of success on that particular shot. But Dale Steyn knew. He knew that Afridi will be eyeing on the onside and cut the pace down and getting that bottom edge onto the leg stump. So Afridi gone for 20. Good strike rate of 200, 135 for 4.
Leg stump. Coming over to your back, 1 to come.
Abdul Razak, the new man in. The last 30 balls have been really good for South Africa champions, picking up 4 wickets, just conceding 36 runs as well. They're looking to claw back into this game. Runs straight away and a boundary to start proceedings for Abdul Razak. 139 for 4. Still 5 overs left in the game, and just a hint of drizzle, and you can see that the umbrellas are just opening up. We've been very blessed with the weather all day long, even in the first game. Last 30 deliveries in the innings. Shoaib Malik has been in good form as well, but both new batsmen at the crease, as I welcome Abhishek Jhunjhunwala.
Thanks, Singlebhai. And we'll look at the wicket. A proper hack from Shahid Afridi. Nicely bowled, slower delivery, just rolling the wrist, fingers over at the very end. And Dale Steyn has looked so good today.
Straight away, Shoaib Malik wants to. Abdul Razak in the end was looking to come back, but Shoaib Malik said, it's all right. Wait there.
And we had a little chat. A lot of times when you're at this end of your career, your brain says you can, but suddenly you realize your body can't.
That's exactly what happened with Abdul. Shoaib Malik is still fit and he's playing competitive cricket as well, so that's why he was pushing Abdul Razak. But to be fair to Abdul Razak, he was ready to come back for the second as well.
And the management, the owners, Kamil Khan, who's the owner of Pakistan champions, must be a happy man with the way the team has performed in this tournament so far. Unbeaten. when it comes to the South African champions, they're yet to open.
Follow your favorite sports from the comfort of your new dream home.
Proud owner of the South Africa champion. That's nicely timed and placed by Shoaib Malik, and also a no ball. Free hit coming.
Absolute crime. Bowling a no ball in T20 cricket and free hit. They already got 146 for 4. And Shoaib Malik will be a happy man. Just gave himself a little bit of room. Nicely played, well timed. There was a deep cover.
Hasn't timed it, and what a catch there by Dan Villas. Normally you see him do that with gloves behind the stumps, but what a great outfielder.
Don't think he realized it's a free hit. There was no need to dive. But a great commitment, not taking anything away from him.
Got everybody excited, including me.
Good over after 16th, 147 for 4.
Spikes over there.
I say even me. What did he say? I said like.
Sharjeel played really well for his 72th of just 36 deliveries. Maqsood 24 from 24. And Shoaib Afridi, a small little cameo, entertain everybody. 20 of just 10 deliveries. Time to make a move on. 24 deliveries left in the innings. Shoaib Malik, Abdul Razak. You got Yunus and Misbah as well. Lower middle order. Normally they don't bat there, but we'll be looking to play big hits every single delivery, or the delicate touches working for you as well.
Smartly done. Even though there was a deep third, played it really fine on that occasion. Shoaib Malik. I don't think he meant for the ball to go there. Got a bit surprised at the end. But as long as the runs come, he wouldn't complain. And a good start to the over. Pressure on the bowler now. It's been a touch expensive, Langfeld. 38 already of his 13 deliveries, though he's got that one wicket. In the last 30 deliveries, where you expect Pakistan to get going and have a better economy or run rate, they've lost a few wickets.
Great bit of feeling there by Neil McKenzie there. Back with a point. Full and dive.
For a minute, I thought it's Luke McKenzie, the way he fielded. His son who's already fielded in this competition once. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant to watch. He'll feel the pain later.
5 runs from the first 2 deliveries. We've seen that with Abdul Razak, always looking to make some room to try and go over mid-off or extra cover. Have a look at the eyes light up when he was looking to field and the full and dive, just waking him up.
I think it actually woke him up. Look at the reaction later. He's like, yeah, I feel a bit of pain on my sides. But good, very good. And a Philander. So 2 points now. An extra fielder on the offside. So there's a big gap on the on.
Fourth stump, 5th stump, outside off stump. I'll tell you what, Abhishek, if he gets any sort of bat on that occasion, he'll get a boundary. That's Neil McKenzie's son who got that catch when Neil McKenzie bowled. What a duo.
I don't think that'll happen very often, so he'll like to freeze that moment. Neil Mackenzie, Dwayne Smith was caught for 22. But what a moment for him. For both, for Neil Mackenzie and Luke Mackenzie. Oh, he's just trying to keep the ball away from the arc of Abdul Razak. Bit away, an extra run.
Yeah, with the kind of surface we've seen skidding on to the bat as well, you got 2 points in place. And that sort of line, if you get any bat and the way Abdul Razak is looking to slash, it'll be tough for both these guys to stop the ball.
You're going to have 5 points and you're going to stop that, Nikhil. And that's another issue with that sort of a field. You have to bowl outside the off stump. You can't go on the stumps because the moment you come slightly straighter, it's kind of a free hit for the batter towards the onside. And Alan Donald, all smiles. He had a massive smile when Dale Steyn was bowling earlier. Yeah, and we see that tram line, that blue line. It's got to be either inside that or just on it.
Yeah, there's only that little margin as a bowler. If the batsman moves prior to the bowler bowling and goes towards the off stump. So then that tram line, you can extend that wide indicator. That's good bowling.
But the thing is, if you do that once in 3 deliveries, the batter is not complaining because you keep getting 2 runs every ball, and that's 12 and over. But that was well bowled, well executed. Abdul Razak, I think he just needs to go slightly outside to make the bowler bowl even further out.
In the slot and gets a 6. Ends the over with my Ease My Trip 6, 160 for 4.
Overs down, 3 to go. Pakistan champions are 160 for 4.
The 3 wickets from the 12th, the 13th over, and then the 15th over. Well, now Abdul Razak and Shoaib Malik looking to up the ante. 18 deliveries left in the innings.
Yeah, in that Manhattan, now you need a few. Empire State as well. Some really tall towers, and that was a brilliant hit from Razak.
Powerfully struck, but straight to the man at deep mid wicket. Found the middle of the bat on that occasion, Shoaib Malik.
Very crunchy. That noise from the bat, very, very good. Just needed to put it in the gap. But this is the over where they're going to try and make it a big one. They need an over where they get 15-20 if they want to push that 200 mark. The Pakistan champions.
Well struck once again, but still not been able to find that boundary that Shoaib Malik and Abdul Razak are looking for. Just surface. We see every time there's a little bit of rain around or drizzle, the ball gets wet. The surface gets so much better to bat on. The ball comes on really nicely, even better when the slightly dry conditions as well.
I'm not sure the fielders are going to say the same because the ball travels so quick. It just skids to the fielder. But yeah, great for batting. Oh, what a shot. Sumptuous. Lovely footwork and that extension of the hand. Wonderful to watch.
Just the way he danced down the surface. What's that? Picture perfect. Ease My Trip 6.
Oh, he looks in such great shape, Shoaib Malik. And that shot, probably the shot of the day for me so far. Perfect. And he had a smile. He enjoyed that. Why won't you if you can hit us? Ease my trip 6 like that. Philander, who's been outstanding today in his spell. Touch expensive in this one. 8 already. 3 more to go for him.
Just slapped that. Got on top of the bounce. Philander saw Shoaib Malik come down the surface, was looking to alter the length, but Shoaib Malik was ready to the task. Take that boundary as well.
A bit too short. He wanted to drag it back, but not that much. Shoaib Malik, a little shimmy, but then the control, the way he rolled his wrist over that delivery and found the gap as well, shows how good a form he is in. Another single, 13 already. And the moment you get 13 or 12 in an over with 1 ball to spare, the idea is to try and get a 4 or a 6, make it a really big one. And they've got the opportunity, and then they will really push towards that target. And we can see the rain has been there for a while. As long as it's not too hard, it's fine.
Boom, boom on the bat of Abdul Razak. Finishes the over with the Ease My Trip 6. 19 from that over. 179 for 4. The 19th over, we got 19 from that. Hopefully, the 18th over, beg your pardon, 19 from that over. We've already got 11 sixes in the innings so far for the Pakistan champion. It's been that kind of surface here. We saw that in the India champions as well as the Australia champions game yesterday. The afternoon game, the England champions versus the West Indian champions. They got 209. The England champions got chased down by West Indies. So it's that sort of surface. The last couple of overs, you can really capitalize.
What a delivery. And I was discussing this earlier, Nikhil bhai, that Dale Steyn, when he came in the start of his career in T20 cricket, before that, we'll watch that magnificent hit from Abdul Razak. He developed that slower delivery very, very late because he couldn't bowl that slower delivery and he couldn't master it for a long time. And that's why he struggled a little bit as well at times in the IPL and other T20 matches.
Yeah, and you saw that right through his IPL career as well. Even with the new ball, if it swung too much, it swung too much. And then with the new ball, he started bowling with that cross seam and that hint of away movement. So yeah, it just goes to show how good the surfaces for the 120 ball format have been, T20s. The margin of error has been so minuscule for the bowlers. And that's how then some of the other bowlers develop the knuckle balls as well, the back of the hand slower balls, different varieties of slower balls.
Yeah, I think they had to, because the batters came up with so many different options, the scoop, the reverse scoop, reverse sweep. There's so many different options. Another boundary, I think. Slower delivery, picked early, smoked it through the onside.
Yeah, big gap between long on and deep mid wicket. On that occasion, was looking to go big over long on for a 6, but the face of the bat just turning in the hands of Abdul Razak. And it's just the way how he holds the bat as well. It's as if he's got that shut face of the bat and everything is going like a topspin tennis shot, and everything he prefers to the onside as well.
Also, he holds the ball so high because he wants to use those long levers, predominantly try to hit the ball on the onside. Oh, masterclass. Again, that bat face you were talking about, that how close that face is. It's very hard for him to play anything straight or towards the offside.
Yeah, to turn it from there, then to try and hit it over mid-off or extra cover. Tough ask. Won't be a bad idea to just bring in, as they're bringing in the short third man in the 30-yard circle now and taking off long off. To try and bowl outside that off stump, what we saw a couple of overs ago as well.
Oh, that's been cut. But what a stop again. He's got a hand to it. He's going to stop a couple of runs. Again, Mackenzie. He's on fire.
Yeah, is that half stop, saving 2 runs for his side as well. The ball was travelling. Still a terrific fielder. Normally your best fielder on the side is standing at backward point. Also 51-run partnership of just 27 deliveries between Razak and Shoaib Malik.
But this has been a great over. Only 7. He's got to finish well. Final delivery.
No, that's a wet ball. No, that's a wet ball. Dale Steyn was looking for the Yorker, apologizing to Abdul Razak, and there you go. It's just a wet ball with a little bit of drizzle around. It's a free hit, but that wasn't intended.
He said it. He said it straight afterwards. He said sorry, and he also said it's a wet ball. And that's another risk of not wearing a helmet. Big risk. It's not about the bouncers, but if the ball does come out of your hand when it's wet, you must wear a helmet. A little smile on Shoaib Malik's face, because you know why? He's going to get the free hit.
Executes the Yorker on a free hit. 10 from that over, 189 for 4.
Final over of this innings. Pakistan champions 189. They need 11 to get to that 200 mark, which you're not sure if it's going to be enough on the surface because it's played so well. And in the previous match as well, we saw West Indies champions chasing 210 against England champion. But this partnership of 54 of 29 has really helped them, because they kept losing wicket in the middle. That's a lovely shot. Good timing for.
That has just raced away to the fence. That's the kind of form Shoaib Malik has been right through the tournament as well.
Again, just opening that offside, gave himself a little bit of room. Lovely timing. Shoaib Malik, 34 for him of just 22. And few worried faces in the South Africa camp. They'll have to come out and chase a big total. Their batting hasn't really clicked so far. Oh, another poor delivery, another boundary.
Yeah, Shoaib Malik is asking for that maybe no ball. It was a full toss. There was another Yorker that was attempted. Thought I probably would want to have a closer look. Yeah, it was just dipping as well. The swelling umpire probably didn't think so as well. Yeah, it's just dipping, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, Clanveld, he's got to do better. 4 deliveries left, 3 runs away. Pakistan champions from 200. What a hit! Stand and deliver.
He's been playing those sort of shots all through the tournament as Shoaib Malik gets another Ease My Trip 6. It was in the slot as well, but holds his posture right through the hitting zone. That's how good he's been timing the cricket ball as well.
He might get a 50. He's still got 3 deliveries left. He's on 44 now of just 24. 183 he's striking at. And that was in the slot again from Kleinfeld. And that will be his 50. What an innings and masterclass from Shoaib Malik.
Strike rate of 200. Gets another Ease My Trip 6 to complete his half century. Back-to-back 50s for Shoaib Malik. Right through the tournament, he's looked good in the middle order. Just taking on that responsibility to shift gears as and when required for the team.
Lots of appreciation from the teammates, especially Yunus Khan, who's standing right behind. Enjoyed that, and why wouldn't you? Striking at 200. 3 sixes and 5 fours in that innings. You got to have some talent. When you time it, it goes for a 6, and when you don't, it lands short.
A bit of fortune going your way.
As a batter, I always call it a talent, not fortune. Bouncer! We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. No, it seems it's okay. He got away with it. Tino Best wouldn't like this. I tell you what. 20 overs, 210 for 4. Well played, and what a partnership. 75 of 35 between Razak and Malik.
40 runs in the last 2 overs. That's the quality of batting we saw from Razak as well as Shoaib Malik. Yeah, you're right about that. But right through the tournament, we've seen the Pakistan champions, when they come out to bat, put some pressure. Sharjeel, the way he got 72 of just 36 72 of 36 deliveries. And even Kleinfeld, 63 of the 4 overs. It's just how good the surfaces have been. And the batsmen have been really putting a lot of pressure as well on the bowling unit.
Let's talk about batting. Sharjeel, 72 of 36. With Shoaib Malik and Razak, that partnership of 75. But Shoaib Malik, with 51 of just 26, gave them that real push to get to 210 for 4.
Look at the partnerships between Maqsood and Sharjeel, 85 from 48 deliveries. And then the other big one between Razak and Shoaib Malik, 75 from just 35 deliveries. That's how well the batsmen have been able to go out there and get the runs, and in quick time.
Yeah, 3 bowlers going over 15. It's such a contrast in bowling. Dale Steyn was brilliant, and now it's time to go down to Niall O'Brien for a little interview.
Superstar alongside me, Dale Steyn, 1 for 24. That's more like you.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 20 years ago, like. But it's nice. It was fun. There was a little bit of swing early, and yeah, a little bit of rain, and then the ball started to slip, and it got quite difficult. But yeah, it's fun to roll the arm over.
Is it fun? Because you're nursing a few injuries.
Everyone's nursing a couple injuries. I face planted on the pitch the other day. Felt like I rugby tackled the earth, and my shoulder I'm a little bit dinged up, but it's fine. It's been a lot of fun.
What about setting the tone up front with that new ball? Before a ball is bowled, you're at the top of your mark. Everyone's looking at you to set the tone. You did that. It's a nice feeling.
It's always a good feeling. Yeah, I mean, there is always a little bit of shape. And I spoke to the guys that have been here before and play a lot, Rory and Richard Levy, and they both said this is the end. There's got a little bit of bounce. So I figured if we're going to get anything out of it, normal in T20, you're going to get it in the first 2-3 overs. So might as well take the best of it and bowl the first one. There was a bit of shape and perfectly luck for me. I had a right hand on strike too, so it's like that's exactly what I want, but couldn't find the edge.
You need 2 wins for South Africa to try and get through to the semi-finals. It's a long way off. How are you going to get these 213?
We're relying on our young pups. We've got some new recruits in the team, and we're hoping that fresh youth can smack the ball out of the ground. And then, our middle order with Mackenzie and Richard Levy and those guys, they can hit the ball a long way. And, if we get on a roll, it's a little bit of a wet outfield. The ball can skid on. You can score runs. So, hopefully we can do it.
No pressure to the young pups. Well bowled.
Thank you.
Well bowled. Found his rhythm, Dale Steyn. Now, South Africa champions, to win this game, get 2 points on the points table. They need to get 211 runs at 10.55 and over. Take a short little break and come back with the chase.